Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome. Hi, Stephanie. Good afternoon. As we get settled in, let me know where you are joining and what are you grateful for today? And have a journal and a pen handy to take some points if you would like to, because we'll be sharing good few tools and techniques. Hey, Lisa. Unconditional love from my partner. That's so beautiful. Oh, that's so lovely, isn't it? To recognize and to say it out loud more often. Hi, Amrita. How are you? Happy Ganesh Chaturthi to you too. Hope you're having a nice celebrations. If you're in India, I think it's over, right? Hi, Karg. Yeah. All right. Okay. New Jersey's okay. You still have the day for the celebrations. It's my favorite festive. Let's get active. Miss Ganesha, thank you. And let me know how you guys are doing. And what are you grateful for today? We'll just give another minute before we start. So today's topic is about energy protection, and I'll be sharing some tools and techniques. As talking about energy protection, today is Ganesha Festival, which is the elephant god you can see out there, and it's about protecting us from all the obstacles and keeping us safe. And he's the one we generally pray to, um, seeking blessings when we are starting a new projects or new things in our life. So it's amazing, isn't it? When I was scheduling this up, I was thinking the festive was yesterday, and but it's actually today. I was rechecking the calendar, and spot on, perfect timing. And the last time I did this talk at the end with the spontaneity, we did a little meditation. So at the end, we'll do it, and you will see one of the techniques I'll bring up, and you'll feel that protection and the clearance of the energies as well. Hi, Lorette. Been a while. I missed you too. How are you doing? Hi, Stephanie. Grateful for your health and loved ones. Amazing. Kirk, teachers and my cats, beloved ones. Yay, air. That's so important. Yeah, I love those. It's amazing, isn't it? When you feel those gratitude and you say it out, yeah, that makes us be in the moment. I truly believe when we are counting our blessings, we don't have any more space to think about other stuff in that moment. Yeah. All right. Okay, cool. So let's begin. I don't know if anyone have you been on yesterday's talk. It was about clearance, energy clearance for the home office we were talking about, or the work environment. And so today, something similar it is, which is protecting techniques. Yeah. As a energy healer, of course, as you guys would be meditating as well, meditator, light workers, empaths, sensitive beings, any of those names, let's put it out in the world. we would need to look after ourselves, and this is where the protection is so important as well. And protection in terms is like, just like you lock your house when you go out, your car, your belonging, keep it safe. We have an energy field, which is our chakras in within, and also the auric field. We need to keep it nice, clean, refreshed, and protected as well. If we don't, what happens is generally we do pick up on someone's energies, and that can drain us or make us feel like it's kind of irritating, or like anxiousness from someone else, or mood swings, or we would be upset for no reason because we have been welcoming other people into our lives with their energy cards. Yeah. So have you ever noticed that you go meet some friends, you come home and you feel so restless, and their thoughts are in your head for a good few while, or even on the call, like, as you come off the call, you would still notice that. Yeah. So this is where it's so important to check in with ourselves from time to time and clear those energy shifts. Yeah. So think about, where are the areas you generally get? Is there a repeated cycle that you do notice it? And is there something that you are noticing recently as well? Like, and also with meditations, what happens is we are opening up a beautiful portal to connect us into the source energies, but also we are opening it up, and people around us can be into that space as well. So this is where, again, like having that little boundary set ourselves is so important. Boundaries are heavy word, I do get it, but also you need to have the circumference or a circle around you saying, hey, this is what I'm going to allow in, like, and this is what I don't want anything inside. Say, for example, no one can come into your house without your permission and say you don't have a good house, or you don't look well, or anything. You just can't, right? You can't allow such things to come into your home. So as don't let those happen to you as well. All these years it might have happened, definitely, like, with those limiting thoughts, limiting beliefs, everyone's having their own ideas on us. We haven't been actually taking care of ourselves, but now, like, we can raise our vibrations and move into that beautiful space and energy. So let's begin to that part of it. Yeah, definitely negative and toxic energies, and also these makes us get into the habit of negative chatterbox in our own heads. You have been feeling so good, vibrant, and just one text message, one social media thing, or a visit from a loved one can just make you go down the hill, and you just need to bring back yourself. Remembering these tools, and to have these as your harness tools to bring back yourself is so important. And remember, you can do it. Yeah, energy is so movable, so shifts all the time. It's just the thoughts, your intentions is what it matters. So energy flows in, you can change the direction where you want to go, and what you want to attract, and what you want to bring in your life. Yeah. So setting those intentions is so important. At the very start of my Reiki career, or like where I was working my full-time job, having two children, a pretty busy life, and doing the healing work, there were some days, very early days, like, I used to feel tired, like, I used to love going into my business space where I was with the people connecting, but in my workspace, I was noticing that I was super tired, like I'm not ready to deal with the toxic environment in the workplace. And it was so affecting me that I was going to quit my work just from that. But that made me realize that I need to build my energy to what I'm working towards, like, so like by evening I'm fine, but it's only in this 9 to 5 environment I'm not. So I started looking at different ways that I can keep up my energies and what was happening. And so I started using these ones that I'm going to share, like, uh, And there was a big shift within few weeks as well, few days as well, as I started practicing it. Some of the things that you might notice is like your body is getting affected by lethargic energies, brain fog, or body cramps, or muscle pains, or stress, tensions, sleepless nights, and of course the tummy issues as well, because there is a lot of toxic or anxiety that sits in. And a lot of people do say about the shoulders, like, as a heavy weight is sitting in, and these are like not over the time that's been built. Sometimes it could be super quick as well, like, and that is something is just drawing out all the energy from you. Like, think about leech, as this insect, as it sucks the blood out. These are the energy vampires, we call other terms. They are taking or drawing up your energies, and you need to stop, disconnect those cords, and not feed into those souls. Of course, we need to speak to our beautiful friends who are uplifting, having good vibes, and utilize what we are talking about, make use of it. And also they need to be ready to do the self work for themselves. Like, you can't be drawing up and asking them to do this work and you doing the work for them as well. As a therapist or an energy healer or an empath, you might notice, like, it's so draining to pull someone getting into the healing that we think might help them, but until they are ready, it is so difficult to get them into, whereas we know it will definitely help them. So this is where you need to safeguard yourself. You should not be, rather than helping, get into the problem. Like, going and getting drawn into the mudslide is the worst thing. Rather be on the other side and get the person out into the light. That's the most important thing. So the first thing is, like, when you wake up, first thing, put your feet on the ground, out of the bed, and feel the energy of the mother earth. Even if it's on the 10th floor, it doesn't matter. Just feel the energy from the mother earth drawing up into your feet, and you're being connected there. Yeah. And that makes you to be anchored, grounded, be present to where you are. And that's the most important thing. Yeah, to be going into the flow of throughout the day. And try to do this even before we reach out to your phones. Don't even go into the messages or anything, or those notifications, because that is going to shift the dimension of how your day is going to be. There could be a work email that could be, oh, I need it urgent. Like, then you wake up from that pleasant state and you're into a rush mode. But try avoid it and try to do this. Yeah, feel the ground energy into your soles of the feet, and let that energy go throughout your body. And literally it takes only like a few seconds of it. So try doing it, and then think about the three things that you are grateful for, and what are your intention for the day. But definitely that grounding thing. Yeah. And then what you can also do is imagine a beautiful spotlight over you. And this practice I have been doing for over 12, 13 years. It's just like, imagine that beautiful spotlight. Like, if you have ever been to the TEDx talks or any stage theaters or anything, you see the characters getting the spotlight when it's their turn. So imagine you're under that spotlight. And what happens is, like, when you imagine, you're only seeing the light and you don't see the darkness. So you are visually attracting only light to come inside you. That is your boundary, that is your circle. And this is where, like, you are setting up your beautiful circle within yourself. Yeah. And setting that, like, hey, only light to come, nothing else. Like, low vibes have no place here. And you can do that, or you can visualize a beautiful spotlight coming from the source as well. And that's a beautiful thing again. Like, your meditations will be more deeper. You will have a less chatter, less clutter in your head as well when you do that, because you're directly plugging into the source and you're more present with your body. And you will notice your brain fog, if anyone has it, it's getting much better as well. Like there is a clarity that comes out, yeah, when you do that. So definitely, and in case you forget to do that in the morning, you can do this spotlight visualization anytime, and you can do this with your beautiful intention for your loved ones as well, whom you think they will benefit. Like I do visualize my kids getting the uh, being in the spotlight for them in case they forget to do themselves, like, as they're going to the school. Just want to keep them safe, like, because there is a way that we think, oh, I can, it's a choice. I can be worrying about them, how they are in the school, or I can do other positive things for them that will benefit them. And I chose to be on the positive side because worry is a negative vibe. So we all know, and then it slowly gets into our health as well, isn't it? And into our mental emotions as well, because there is no stopping of one worry. There's a chain of thoughts that go on into. So this is where we need to stop and get connected here. So spotlight, and then direct to the source connection, your feet connecting, and then you can do is like having some crystals. Are you guys into crystals? I know some of you are. So crystals are beautiful, and this is the earth element. What it does is some of the crystals, especially for the grounding or energy protection, they drop all the negative energies. It could be from the people's energies, or as we open up ourselves, there could be other low vibe energies around us as well from the spirit world. So we can just use these as a protection totem kind, and it's drawing up all that and nothing is allowing to be passed through us. Yeah, so citrine is a good one, hematite is a good one, black obsidian is a good one, selenite is a good one. So smoky quartz is brilliant again, like, most of the black stones, shugnite is very good as well. So most of the black color stones other than selenite and citrine, they are generally good for grounding and protecting as well. Yeah. And if you think about, like, most of, like, I was in Europe for 18 years. What I've noticed there is, like, I come from India, where we always used to wear most brightest colorful clothes. And but in Europe, I noticed that in the winter months, a lot of people went to blacks and Christmas time red. But working with the energies, later on I realized black and the red, they keep us grounded, they keep us protected as well, because in the winter times generally we get into that winter blues. So mental health is not great, we become more moody and energy is sluggish as well. So which is great, like as a comforter we were wearing it not knowing it, like, and most of the people turn into black shoes as well around that time. Yeah, so again, unknowingly we were doing it, now knowingly we are bringing it up and practicing it. Yeah, so definitely those are the couple of good ones, the crystals that you can use it. Another my favorite is, I speak in all of the lives, is the smudging. Smudging again protects us, clears our energies. So now that you had a conversation with someone, you met someone, you feel so tired, like it's not your energy, you just feel it intuitively. What you can do is smudge your aura. So you can light this up like sage, eucalyptus, mugwort, any or rosemary. Any of these bundles are great, or you can try your own herbs, like, lavender I use from my own garden, or thyme or rosemary. You, if you're growing your own herbs, or it's a great practice to grow your own herbs, dry them and you can use these. Or cedar or pine as well. You gently light it up and there is a smoke that comes in. You can gently go through your auric field from head to bottoms, like your feet, and by that, you're clearing up the energy field. Within those few minutes or seconds, you will see you're more fresh, and that you're more calmer, you're more within your body as well. So this is a very interesting one as well. You can try it out. Yeah. and it immediately clears up. I do a smudge after every client leaves, even with the online work as well. I would be smudging up. So it's like I disconnect from me to the outer of any negative vibes. So you're literally saying it out, by smudging it. Do you say any prayer when you smudge? Yes, I do. I don't do a prayer in particular, but I use as an affirmation as I'm disconnecting from any negative vibes from the other person. And it's so important. And then I say as well for the room, my room to be in a bright light, and more healing vibes to be filled in the room. So that way, when the next client comes in, or my family member, as I do from my home now, the work, my family members, I'm very particular not to get it affected. Yeah, all these years I had a clinic, and also I used to do from home. And when the kids were younger, that's one of the things, like, smudge or cleanse the place energetically, so it doesn't affect the family ambience. Yeah, a lot of us, like, when we are sick, when we are tired, there is an energy shift there. We are at a low vibe, and definitely it's not a good or a bad thing. But when we are shifting, there is that residual being left, and we are clearing it up. Like, it's not about like, oh, all the clients are going to disperse residual. Of course, even I'm going to do that in my own home. You're going to do that in your own home. And that's like basic thing, right? We are always fluctuating up and down. With that, like, there is a shift. But smudging is great. Like, you are cleansing it, you're acknowledging it and saying thank you for it, and now I'm ready to release it. And then Archangel Michael is great as well to call upon. If anyone works with the angels, Archangel Michael is the guy, and you can invoke his energies, just saying, here is where I use the prayer. Archangel Michael, please bless this home, please bless my soul, and please bless my energies, and release or cut any cords from around that are not serving my highest good, releasing the cords only of the negative things. That's the most important thing. Yeah, to be asking for, not the good vibes. Say, for example, there is a compliment being given, or there is a good thoughts for you someone has, you don't want to disconnect that. Those are the keepsake ones. You definitely want to have those energies with you. It is the other side that is where we are shifting up. Yeah, and the person doesn't need to know. I don't know if you guys are noticing, there is this Insta or Facebook thing going around, like, oh, I know nobody is visiting me now. I get it, because I have this beautiful sage smudging in my house. It's working finally. There's that kind of a cheesy thing, but it's all right. Like, only the good vibes are going to come in, and yeah, it will benefit your soul. That's the most important thing. So smudge is burning incense. Yes, incense, you can use it as well. Smudge is slightly different. In smudging, you get incense. It's nice for the fragrance. Yes, of course, some of the handmade incenses with the intention setting, it's great for your altar and bringing you into that beautiful zone. I didn't use incense as a smudge, but I use Palo Santo. Like, you just light it up, and there is a beautiful smoke that comes out. And I do notice, like, if anyone is into smudges, did you guys notice when the energies are heavier, uh, the smoke is for a long time, and when the energies are normal, you see, like, oh, it's gone in few seconds. Yeah, so this is how I would be going through around my auric field. It need not be too high, or you don't need to burn good few of them together. And these sticks will last you a lot of time as well, even if you use every day. It won't cause any fire alarm, but just make sure you are around it until it's lighting up, just for the safety. No pets or no kids touch it as well. More for cleansing. Yes, more for cleansing. So think about, like, you're cleansing because you have recognized there is heavy energies as well. So when you do that, you're cleansing and then you're protecting. So which is like, I don't want to protect and shield myself without cleansing. The logic, like, think about At the night, you're trying to take your makeup off. You're going to cleanse and then put a face cream for the night and sleep, right? As a moisturizer. You're not going to put moisturizer over your makeup because it's not going to do good. It's only going to destroy your skin over the time. Yeah, the same thing. You need to do cleanse and then protect. So, whatever you're sealing in that bubble of light, it's going to be there, and your intention is only light to flow in, but try to take off the negative vibes before that. Yeah, is that making sense? Yeah. Okay, correct. So yeah, visualization is one of the other biggest thing that you can use anytime. Absolutely. You're in middle of the crowd and you feel like, oh, I need some protection. Like, I'm not feeling comfortable here. These conversations are making me so like anxious. Say for example, now like with what's happening with the pandemic, the vaccines and the school going, the masks, everything is so debatable. I'm not going to bring that up here on Inside Timer with you guys, but do you feel that, like, anything is going on as so debatable, not a healthy ones? That's the thing. Like, before the debates were very good, very healthy, like whatever it is, political, religious, all these are now very heavy conversations, and you feel like, I don't want to have this conversation. Like, whichever side of the coin you are, it's triggering both the parties. Yes, unfortunately. So again, like you are holding that up, like, and then you're going through uh, for so long, so many hours you're investing, like thinking, am I wrong? Am I right? What's happening? And whatever you're meant to do, you're not doing any good for yourself. All your to-do list is just sitting there because your energy is thinking about whatever the debate you had earlier with your friend or with a group of unknown people as well, or on social media. Like, this is where you need to protect yourself and say, like, this is not going to affect me, and I'm still in my own light. The truth that I know, I'm comfortable with it, but here I'm learning. And whatever you're not learning, dismantle it, like, and shift it and keep your vibrations at a good way rather than getting it to the bottom of it. Yeah. And because that is where we generally go over the time into the rabbit hole, and you find yourself being lost as well. Now, after this conversation, I don't know, was my point right even, or did I miss anything? I'm not so comfortable about my choice or decision now. So there is so much of a confusion. Yeah. So these are the areas where you immediately can ask, in your mind visualize, there is a beautiful spinning circles going around, and only that with these beautiful circles of light, only the good energy is there around you. And it's an immediate visualization. You can do it, and you can imagine yourself to be in a safe place, and that safe place as like what is comfortable with you, as like, I would, in those conversations, what I'm doing is asking Archangel Michael, allow me to speak my truth and hold me together and my energies together as well. And that way it's such a relief that after that, like, I don't need to bring those conversations into my home and again work on those residue of energies. Yeah. So that is the other thing as well that you can notice in. Essential oils are amazing as a protection as well. So as working with the people, I would say, even like for massage therapists, hairdressers, or being in the shops as well, like, in the frontline workers, anyone, hold a crystal at your heart. Like, you can wear the crystals, and that is going to protect you. Use some protecting crystals that you like and love about, and these are going to protect you. And what happens is there is some lava stone that you can get, I think from Iceland, that's what I have noticed. And you can add a drop of your essential oil, and that is again like, that energy of the essential oil. Essential oil is a condensed energy of, like, say for example, this one I have in my hand is the rose one. So it's like so many petals, so many rose roses, like, good few thousands of them have been condensed, and there is this oil being extracted. So it's a high, very high vibe of energy here. So a drop of it on those lava stones, or like, on your dress top, like, or on your scarf, anywhere, if you put it on, that energy, the smell like perfume, it's all around you as a shield and protecting you. So when you come back home, you're still yourself, like, you're not bringing anyone else with you. Definitely, that's one of the things that you can do. Some of the essential oils that I would use as a protection are rose, frankincense, and the other one I love the smell is geranium, is the other one as well that I love. And I just go by, like, what am I ready for today? Like, and then use them. There is no particular order sometimes that you need to go by. And the other things that I use is best crystal to wear around neck is um, quartz crystals are great. Again, like those hematite or black obsidian, smoky quartz, all these are great ones. Yeah, or selenite. I haven't seen selenite anyone wearing so far. Rose quartz is great as well as a protection to your heart, even so your emotions are intact with you. And also these are basic ones, but when you're in a crystal shop, if you're drawn to a particular crystal, go buy it because your intuition best speaks. Yes, mantras as well. I'll be coming to it. Yeah, they are great ways. So with the essential oils, I also use the Aura Soma, Quintance, or Archangel Michael, the room spray, or the aura spray as well. What they do is, like, once I have cleansed it, I'm protecting it, shielding it up. Like, if you do any artwork, you do notice that after the painting is over, you need to have a top coat or a layer to seal it off, just like for your nails or anything, like, a shield is needed. So that is as a shield, it works as, yeah. So it's keeping you together. With those essential oils as well. So Aurasoma, I find it very good. But then if you have some other things that you like about, or you can make your own ones as well. Definitely with the moon water, you can do it with the flower essence as well. You can do it. There's so many things in Pinterest, on also, like, in Instagram as well. I'm finding a lot of people doing it. So that is again like your protection thing. Your altars are great as well to your protection. So altars, when you go to your altar where there is a candle, couple of crystals, or some deities that you pray to, when you're there, you are bowing your head, you're praying to yourself, within yourself, and in that moment, like, the light is just around you, and your vibe is so high, nothing else is going to bring it down. So praying, mantra chanting, or like, sound healing, and also listening to the music of beautiful mantras, or like the music that heals your heart, is all going to bring you to that beautiful vibe that these low vibrations can't even reach you. So you're automatically protected rather than getting into the lethargic or any energies that will be affecting you. Is it okay to have an altar in your bedroom? Of course, it is perfectly fine. Like, I used to have an altar for many years in the bedroom. Now I have it in the bathroom as well. Like, it's just altar. It depends on, I do create different altars for each of the spaces, like something that is personal to you, something that makes you feel grounded, anchored, is what the whole objective is to be. Like, you can keep the things. Of course, I don't put the deities or anything in the bedroom or the bathroom. It's in the other open spaces, I leave it too. But the crystals are my altars as well, or the candle light is my altar, or essential oil diffuser is my altar. So anything that brings your energies in connection to the present moment. Yeah. How are you guys doing so far? Is it all making sense? Lisa was asking, in an apartment building, can neighbors affect your energy, or do they need to be in person? Yes, they do affect, definitely. Yeah, they don't need to be in person at all. It can be over the phones, over the social media. If something can happen over the energetically, anything can happen. Yeah. There's so many friend requests here on IT and they latch on with draining energy. Yes, of course. It's just like another social media where you need to have your boundaries. Yeah. Definitely having those boundaries and saying like what you want to talk, what you want to share. That is what it is about. Yeah. How we protect it. Yes, when we think about like, when you are in the low state, you see toxic energies everywhere. But when you're in the high vibe, you connect only to the high vibes. That's the most important thing. It's not that you're ignoring it, you do acknowledge it, but that's not the place we want to be functioning into our dreams and goals. Like, I definitely want to be surrounded by people who are projecting beautiful radiance out, and they are passionate about their life, their goals and everything, because I want to be inspired around them. And now doesn't mean if some of my friends or family members are needy or at a low vibe, I'm going to ignore them, but I'm not going to feed into them so often when they are not ready to do the self work for themselves. Like, you can't train someone to bring along with you for too long as well. You're going to get soaked up and get tired, which I don't really want to, because that's not where we are at our best as well. But if someone is ready to heal, work on themselves, they need a bit more support, of course. Hand in hand, bring them up. Yeah. Windows closed. Yes, some people do say it, but I see as energy has to be moved. So, like, anything that is of heavy, latchy energies need to be shifting out of your house, or if you can't open the window, so there is particular room in my house I can't open the window. It doesn't have a window that opens up, so I just visualize the energy going out through the seals of the bottom of the floorboard or through the vents as well. Yeah, it's like whatever you visualize, the energy is going out, let it go out. Yeah, even in those little latch doors you see little vents. So I imagine the energy going out. So visualize it, Bonnie. That's perfectly fine. Yeah. And visualization is such a playful technique. Whatever you visualize, you get it. Yes. You just need to be creative at what you're thinking, how you are working towards it. Yeah. Yes, it's crazy. Like sometimes how the ideas do come up, isn't it? What you want to visualize, and it's happening. So the couple of things are like, and then coming into the protection. So as the cleaning things, cleansing your aura is like, okay, you didn't protect and then you are feeling tired and you feel restlessness. You can do dry brushing. You can do salt bath. Himalayan salt bath is great, or Epsom salt bath is great. Salt consumes of all the negative energies and disintegrates. Yeah, so which is great. Like, the water as well helps with that. Or this is what I love, like, is under the shower. Imagine that shower water coming in is cleansing your energies from head to toe through your chakras, every part of the body. Like, again, imagine, visualize it, and after the shower you will feel so fresh. And if possible, shower or have a bath with a couple of seconds with cold water. It's just going to freeze your system but awaken you and shake all that extra energy off. Yeah, and that's so important. So you can try that as well. So smudging with the dry brush, salt baths, or showering as the water is cleansing your soul. And again, like you would do this, and you can just add this. Doesn't take an extra time from you. You can just incorporate into whatever you're practicing it. And I do sometimes visualize different colors, rainbow colors as well through the shower, and it's cleansing and it shifts your moods, especially in the winter months. More than the energies, it's like to lift up the soul. That is really helps as well. Yeah. And what else could you do? Let me check. Walking in the nature, hugging a tree. Has anyone done a hug a tree? Do you guys like it? Did anyone go an extra mile to hug a tree? Doesn't matter who is watching, right? Are there any tree huggers so far here? Hmm. When I was doing my Reiki training day one, in the lunch we went out to eat food, and then a friend that I just met, she was hugging the tree, and I said, "What was this?" And she said, like, how beautiful it is, so good, to hug, and the energy shifts and everything. I loved it, and thanks to her for introducing that beautiful part of it, and so on. I love hugging the trees. No matter which country I travel, I love to feel the connection with the earth, with the land, and hug a tree. There you go. Yes, hugging a tree, but also check in, is the tree ready to hug us back as well? The trees do talk and say, no, no, I need my privacy. But yeah, it is so fun. But what happens is all the energies that we were having in when you just hug, you'll feel it's just been releasing, or layers being falling off. Yeah. And if someone can't do it, you can visualize as well. Trust me, it's exactly the same. But if you didn't have an experience, maybe better have an experience to visualize it more strongly as well. How you'll feel by just imagining, and bring it on. Yeah. Or if you feel so tired, with the body pains and everything, if you have a grass, lie on the grass. Lie on the grass. Try have nothing in between you and the grass. I know if you have a dog or something, you are mindful about where you want to lie down. Maybe try to have a thin towel or something. Lie down and feel the energy of the earth coming onto your body, and just cocooning you, and you'll feel so protected and safe. Again, you don't have a grass, visualize, lie on your bed, visualize the grass is doing the trick for you, and trust your body will feel heavier in terms of like floaty sensation, yet you're so stable to the earth, yeah, or on the bed, and that's a beauty. If you are into Reiki energy work, of course, doing those things will add more value to it as a self practice every single day. You're building it up, your vibes, so that you don't need to think about the low energies often as well. Yeah, definitely. One of the things that generally, if anyone is there, beautician or a hair therapist, or anyone, you may notice that your hands are aching, you get tired by the night, because you are working with the people's energies. You're getting to the hair, means you're getting into the auric field of the person, and you're working. When you're not protected, your hands are going to bring in the energies out as well. In pranic healing, we learn to make this solution, which is distilled water from rock, distilled water, rocks, a bit of a rock salt, lavender oil essential, and a few drops of vodka. Mix it up, put it in a spray bottle, and spray over your hands. And that way you are cleansing any toxic energies that are on your hands. You're not letting that energy stick to you, you're just dismantling it. And that's what the alcohol and the salt and the water and the lavender oil combination does it. Once you make the spray, in a kind of a spray container, it will be there for a couple of weeks or days as well. Like, it's not something you need to do it every day. So that's again, yeah, you can have that as your protection tool. This smells good as well. So any questions? Hi, Miriam. So, no questions here or any comments, let me know. Um, Plain alcohol, I'm not sure. I don't know why he said only vodka. Not that I drink alcohol, so I don't know what plain alcohol would be, because I guess the smell maybe, or the see through is what it is. Yeah, matters maybe. I don't know. And for that reasons, like I buy those little the sample kind of a bottles of vodka and keep in the house. Yeah. How about covering the belly button? Does it work to protect our energies? Um, I never heard about it, Thai. So I'm not sure about it. Yeah. But what I know is about the solar plexus chakra is the one that attracts the negative vibes or the energy cords. So when we do that Archangel Michael protection, you would notice generally the heavy cords being released from your abdomen side and on your shoulders and your back as well. And there is another technique that you can visualize your hand coming up from the top down and your lower palm going upwards around your belly area. And you can notice, like, there is that kind of a repulsive kind of energy around your belly. And if it is too big, too wide, means you're having a lot of negative energies, cords connected to you. And what you can do is imagine now, let's say, if anyone is doing with me right now, you can imagine, like, just place the hands going bottom to your belly, as you can see, and the top hand rising up. And when it's been rising up, there is a friction of energies. In that friction of energies, hold that thought of the energy there being tingly, not comfy, and kind of a repulsing kind. And with the other palm, what you can do is gently use it as your sword or a blade and disconnect. So you do this 3 times, and by that, you are shifting and disconnecting those negative cords, and you can imagine them to be flushed out into the toilet, and you can literally flush out, leaving those energy cords, or you can give it to the Mother Earth for transformation there. So do the 3 times cord connecting and visually take it away and give it to the Mother Earth. Or if you're doing it, I would recommend doing it in the toilet, so you're flushing it out. You can just visualize these negative cords are going down the drain. Yeah, so that is a good way. But otherwise, the belly button, I didn't hear, but I would say that is the area where the energy generally gets stagnant. And that's why we do get anxious, or we get tummy upsets, or the pressure or the discomfort feel around our belly most of the times. Yeah, that's a good question. All right. Okay. So just a quick meditation. Let's do and channel in and feel the difference. Now, at this moment, think about, do you have any, or do you feel any restlessness, body cramps, tiredness, anxiousness, sick, or exhaustion kind of energies? As a touch base, like, right now, do you sense them? If you don't sense, that's okay. Don't worry. You don't need to bring them up just to do this exercise, but also you'll feel refreshed even if you don't feel it. But if you feel, it's good to have that point. So after the meditation, to check, like, how did I feel now? Like, is it better or is it less than what I have started with? Yeah. So that's the kind I want you to have, like, and from 10 to 1, 10 being the highest number. Think about a number there, like, how do you feel the energy of you right now? 10 being the, let's say, 1 to 10, 10 is the highest number where you feel super tired, 10 being super tired. So whatever the number you're thinking about it, just make a note of it. Yeah. And now let's do this quick visualization meditation. Close your eyes, get comfortable. Either you're sitting, or if you are driving, maybe not. Set your intentions to do it later, but you can just listen to. And otherwise, you can just relax yourself Feet flat on the ground. If not, visualize your feet being on the ground. Taking a nice deep breath into your belly and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Relaxing the shoulder, relaxing your feet. Feel the connection of the feet into the core of the Mother Earth through these beautiful golden roots coming down from the soles of the feet. Feel that tingle energies. Now visualize yourself being in a beautiful sacred space that you have been in your meditations or physically. I'm calling in Archangel Michael to be here to disconnect any negative cords. Archangel Michael, Archangel Michael, Archangel Michael, please be here surrounding the beautiful soul. And please disconnect and cleanse the aura with any heavy negative energies that are not in service or for highest good for the soul. And allow him to disconnect. Give him the permission. Say, yes, please do. And with his beautiful blue laser light, he's gently going through your auric field and releasing, disconnecting any negative cords, any negative energies. Front and back, back and front. Just watch out the sensations around your body as he's doing the work. Now Archangel Michael is filling you with a beautiful blue light all around you in your energy centers, your auric field, and filling those gaps with a beautiful light. And protecting you with his blue cloak of protection, which goes from head to toes, zipping up, keeping you safe. Thanking Archangel Michael for his work, feeling refreshed and lighter. Now visualize yourself lying on the floor on the grass bed, which is soft and gentle. Visualize just lying and notice the beautiful grass, beautiful earth energy gently spreading all over your body, wrapping you and cocooning you, protecting you from this beautiful grounding energy. Your body is getting lighter and lighter, gently being wrapped. Your mind is getting clear and going into the deep state. Feel these beautiful roots, the energies of the Mother Earth at every part of your body, from head to toes. And this beautiful energy is holding and protecting you as you welcome the day, as you work on your life purpose. Now, thanking the Mother Gaia, visualize yourself coming back into your room, into your space, feeling the lightness, feeling those beautiful energies around you. At your own comfort, you can open your eyes. And you can gently stretch, taking a deeper breath. Take a nice stretch. You can have some water as that helps you to be grounded. And let me know in the comments or the love hearts when you're back. How did you feel that? Hi, Aaron. Hi, Bonnie. It was amazing. That's great. Thank you. Now, check in with yourself. What is the number you think about now? 1 to 10, 10 being the heavy energies. Where are you? Has the number gone down or been the same? Just check in with yourself. And let me know if you noticed any difference. Even that few seconds of it, or 2 or 3 minutes of it, makes such a huge difference into the day we are bringing on. And also the quality of the day as well. It's just like right now, what I observe is I'm calmer. There is very little running in my head or nothing running in my head. I even now not sure what to speak to you guys. It's just that pleasantness. Yeah, that is the beautiful thing. And yeah, when you can do these techniques, you will have a different shift. You are there with full fuel, fully charged up, and serving for your family, serving for your community, and being in your work, being yourself. Yeah, not being influenced or being drained by the things that doesn't matter. Broke. I imagine the ground charging my cells like a battery. Yeah, so important. I say, like, we can charge our cell phones through the laptop or through the USB portals, wherever it is. But there is always a difference when you plug into the direct socket and charge it. It's faster. And you can see the better quality as well over the time for the battery life. The same thing happens for us, like, when we directly charge up ourselves, we are so strong. We don't get into those low vibes often. Yeah, very good visualization for difficult moments, feeling the blue saint Michael's light protection. Ah, yes, it is the best. Yeah, it. I just love immediately bring his energies and visualize it. And if anyone is not into angels, just visualize blue light or white light or golden light. These are usually the high vibe colors. And you just, when you visualize it, it does the same thing, keeping you together. And what's yours is yours. You're not bringing someone's, or you're not taking up someone's. Yeah. Definitely, in things of irrelevance doesn't matter, or if you are having a family conversations, or something you have to bring up in your family and have a discussion, you can do this before you are in that circle. So you create your own circle, which is not going to be impacted by the dynamic circle being created there. Yeah, if you're a black sheep in the house, you do know what I mean there. So, guys, if you enjoyed this live, do let me know. You can follow me so you get the notifications of the tracks being uploaded, which I'm doing good few of them now recently, and also for the next live event. And there is an Archangel Michael meditation up in one of the tracks you can listen to and leave a review. That really helps me to be here on the Insight Timer. And if you are drawn to making a donation, feel free. Thank you so much for it. I would highly appreciate being here and being part of the Insight Timer community. Yeah. And if you want to follow up, you can message me of any changes, or there is a circle as well, Experience Healing with Srimanju. You can join and we can have a conversation there as well. So it would be amazing to keep in connection with you guys and see how you're progressing and what's your best one, or what are your favorite ones that you are going to try. Or if you're trying already, I love to hear any other things, that you did try, because it's constantly learning vibe, right? So much to learn from different modalities we are growing up with. And yes, have a wonderful Friday. There is one thing that I'm started sharing at the very end is complimenting one person every day. So there is this little challenge me and my 12-year-old started. Is like to give a compliment to someone that you don't know, and see the changes in their energies. And it's like a beautiful gesture you do. Need not be too personal. It can be just like what you feel at that moment, but make an effort to give a compliment as that icebreaker challenge and receive those compliments back as well. It's like a boomerang. What you give is gets back. Yeah. And do let us know how you get on with those as well. Very beautiful, your Archangel meditation. Thank you. Thank you, Elena. So today is Ganesha festival, Elena. So yeah, as you love Ganesha as well. I was just bringing up, I was talking in the earlier in the call. Yeah. So have a lovely time, guys. Happy Friday, and keep safe, keep yourself healthy and in a good energy vibe. And I will stay in connection. Namaste. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Thank you, guys.